You guys have had a fantastic, phenomenal day. I was actually here earlier, guys, streaming the Liverpool game. Because I figured, all right, I'm watching the game. I might as well, if I'm gonna sit around and watch the game, I might as well work too. You know what I mean? And it's easy. I got to connect with some really cool people from all around the world. Some people from Los Angeles, California, India, as per usual. In various different places. Hold on, give me a sec. I like to turn this on. Hopefully it doesn't start to razzle dazzle. Okay. All right, that's not so bad. That ain't so bad. Wait, so you know what I noticed? What I noticed is that oftentimes when you do go live and you start the live video, it doesn't always start right away. It actually does take some time to really start, even though it says that it started. Owen Rooney, what's up, man? What's up, my guy? Congratulations on that win today. I did watch the game today. I watched the game and I also streamed the game as well. I was here sitting watching the game. I figured, why not just stream it as well? Yeah, it was a good win. It was a good win. But you expected Liverpool to slap up Brentford. Brentford without an Ivan Toney, right? There was no Ivan Toney there. So you do expect that. Reagan Riggs, what's good, my guy? How you doing? How are you today, my guy? Hopefully you're blessed. How are your kids? Big up to your son, your teenage son. And big up to all of your children, my guy. But yeah, this tea's so good. It's like, it has the bitterness of the Cersei. And it has the Lasco as well in it. I don't know if you guys ever had Lasco. But it's like this powdered milk sort of thing. Should have told me, man. I would have hopped on. Yeah, but the game was what game, but them games win leagues. Yeah, I could agree with that. I could co-sign that. Those games do win leagues. But yeah, it's Anfield. You expect Liverpool to slap up just about anybody when it comes to Anfield. To be completely honest with you. Reagan Riggs says, sorry, I haven't been able to join a lot of lives lately. Just been running around, you know. Reagan, I completely understand, man. Big up yourself, man. It's cool. It's cool, bro. I appreciate you whenever you are here. You know, toast to you and your family. As a matter of fact, let me pin this. Hold on. Hold on. Let me pin this. Subscribe and like, pin message. All right, cool. Probably just going to wait for a few more people to come in, and then we'll get to the topic. But in the meantime, I guess we could network with some of the news people. Return the gift, says Denzel Bowdry. Funny you should mention that. I was actually watching a Denzel movie today. Your name kind of rings a bell. I was watching a Denzel movie today. What's the name of the movie? The Book of Eli. I was watching the Book of Eli today. And I didn't know it was like a religious sort of movie. But it was a good movie nonetheless. A really good movie. Denzel's always in good movies. Lily says, say what the Sigma. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Yo, 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 says Jackson Smith. What are we up to, gangy, says Hicksta. Big up yourself, Hicksta. All right, so 20 people in here. Guys, make sure you're liking and subscribing to the channel. We're going to get right into the content of what it is, the meat and potatoes. But before we do that, you know what? Matter of fact, we're going to do a poll at some point. We're going to do a poll at some point. But as of right now, you know what? No, we're going to do the poll. Start a poll. All right, so I started that poll. Big up yourself, everyone that's in the chat right now, guys. But I'm gonna get into the show and kind of start talking about what it is that we started this live in order to speak about. So I'm gonna get back to you guys in a minute. Right, we're gonna have plenty of time to have questions and ask questions and answer questions. Last night it was a very interactive stream. We had this one guy, I think his name was Joseph or something, and Joseph was asking all kind of brilliant questions. I love a brilliant, well put together question. I don't know if he was asking those questions to some sort of artificial intelligence, but I don't doubt that he was a very brilliant man. But the questions that he was asking really kept me on my toes, and I feel like I answered them well. I feel like I did well with those questions. But here we are. Let's get into the meat and potatoes, as they would say, right? Even though I'm pescatarian, so other meats are available. So guys, oftentimes we're restricted by our religious views, right? When we're courting or looking to find a partner, right? And I say us, right? You guys kind of know I'm not really the most religious guy. I'm not religious at all, right? I do have beliefs and I am spiritual, right? But I'm not really religious. But I've seen situations and I've been involved in situations where, because of religious beliefs, people will make a genuine person in true love pass them by because they figure, hey, we don't share the same faith. We don't go to the same church. So there's no way that we could possibly build a foundation together. There's no way you and I could come together if we don't see the world in the same way and build a solid foundation. So I pose this question to you guys, right? I pose this question because this is an open floor, right? Open floor. And I want you guys to answer this honestly. Do you guys believe that you have to be in the same religion as your spouse, as the person you're dating, as your significant other, as whatever, right? If you and a person are getting together and you're going to build a foundation together and you say, this is the person that I want to start my life with and the person that I want to have around forever, does that person have to share the same exact belief as you? Skibbity says, you changed your name. Yes, we went back to the original name. Maddie says, you're so beautiful. Thank you, Maddie. And you're beautiful as well. Religion is ego. Spiritual is growth, says Roy Gibson. I completely agree with that, Roy. Religion does tend to appeal to your ego a lot, right? So in terms of, like, I don't know about you guys, but when I was younger and I was going to church, they would always talk about the moon will turn into blood, and they'll talk about the streets of gold and all sorts of stuff when it came to religion, and they would kind of appeal to your fears, right? So whatever it was that you feared, like everybody fears burning forever and ever in fire and brimstone, right? And everybody fears like these spiritual entities, right? When in actuality, there's really no need for you to fear any of it. There's no need for you to fear any demons. There's no need for you to fear anything, right? Because you watching this video, you are connected directly to source, directly to energy, right? But yeah, is it a deal breaker for you guys? Do you guys have to be in the same religion? Does it have to be, okay, I'm this religion. If we're going to date, there's no way I could date somebody that's outside of this box or outside of this religion. It has to be this religion or bust. Are you guys of the same, do you guys believe that's how it should be? Let me get through some of these questions while you guys answer that. Okay, I read that one. That beard looking clean, says Shanks. Thank you so much, Shanks. I'm funny. IK says white cream. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Bro, nose so big he could smell danger coming. Love it. I absolutely love it. I love my big nose. Bro can smell everywhere. Everyone be cooking. Love my big nose. There's nothing you could say to me that will make me feel bad about how it is that I look. Listen, the universe has blessed me with a nose big enough to smell BS. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna leave you around. You can do your little trolling. It's not funny. The jokes ain't really sticking, but I'm gonna leave you around and do your little trolling. To sort of appeal to your ego in whatever way, shape, or form. But yeah, if I'm completely honest with you, I feel blessed. I'm glad that the universe made me unique, as the universe made you unique. You know what I mean? We're all unique. So some people have big noses, some people have small noses. If that's all you see when you look at me, that's okay too, right? I didn't come on here to impress you with the size of my nose. I didn't come on here to try to charm you. So it's perfectly okay. Other channels are available with people with smaller noses. If it aggravates you that much, you don't have to sit here and look at it. Okay? On to the next one. Biggie Smalls is the illest, says someone else. Don't really know where we're going with that. The only real question is, the One Piece is real or not? Not entirely sure what that is. What's the topic? Well, the topic is kind of written in the title, so go check that out. Biggie's. Okay, let me go ahead and go on with that. Skibbity says, yo, you changed your name. So Skibbity, yes, we went back to the original name. Well, actually, the original name was supposed to be, because originally I started this channel because I was going to get into some sports content. But I wasn't really too committed to the sports, right? I was more committed to spirituality. And so the name was Cryptic Reasoning. And even had some podcasts called Cryptic Reasoning that I would film, pre-film or whatever, and kind of upload. So we went back to that name as opposed to PodNet MGM, which is the LLC that I own. I decided that, you know what? We're going back to the name Cryptic Reasoning. PodNet MGM is just going to be the group, and we're just going to separate the two. Can you say my name? Big up to you, Grace. Thank you so much for joining our stream tonight. I sincerely appreciate that. What's the quote of the day, says Monkey. Monkey asks that question every day. Live and let live. Let's go with that one. Do the Tyler dance. Not entirely sure what that is. Yes, love this dude. Yes, love this dude, says Johnny Hubbers. Thank you so much, Johnny. Big up yourself. I answered the quote of the day. Hello, bro, says Afu. Afu, thank you so much for joining our stream. I sincerely appreciate you. Angel says, that's not a big nose. It's just wide. Either way, I don't have much of a problem with it. You know what I mean? It's my nose. I inherited from my father's mother's side of the family, and I don't have a problem with it. I don't feel insecure about it. It is what it is. If people don't like me because I have a big nose, that's okay. And you know what I mean? You guys are being a little bit too... I tell you guys all the time, right? So regardless of what somebody looks like on the outside, regardless, like, whether you think I'm ugly or you think I'm handsome or you think my nose is big or you think my lips is big or whatever it is, right? Look beyond that. Look beyond the superficial sometimes. And try to really grasp, the energy that someone is coming with, the genuine energy that people are coming with, and pay more attention to that than you do to the physical, right? Because the physical is really just a shell. And that's why a lot of people kind of get bogged down by a lot of stuff, right? Because they tend to choose people and they tend to choose who they like and rock with who they like, but based on what the person looks like. Nothing to do with the person's substance or what the person has on the inside. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things, right? Angel, thank you so much for coming to my defense. It does not matter whether someone thinks my nose is big, wide, round, does not matter. I would gladly rock this big nose or this wide nose or the nose that you don't like, right? And whenever people do tell me things like that, I do feel a sense of pride, right? So it's like, it's nothing you're going to say to me that's going to dent my confidence. You get what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things, right? And I feel like we spent a little bit too much time speaking about the nose. So we're just going to move on from that, right? If I see any more nose comments, I'm just going to ignore it. So yeah, if you're going to troll, please be funny. We didn't ban you yet, but if you are going to troll, please, sir, be funny. You look like a very intelligent man. You're definitely voting for Trump. Well, I might not be a very intelligent man then. because I'm definitely not voting for Trump. I'm going to be honest with you in regards to that. So big up yourself and big up anyone who is voting for whomever you feel like you're voting for, right? We shouldn't be separated because we choose or we don't choose to vote for someone. But if you so choose to be separate and choose to be boxed in, that's completely up to you. What's one direction you made that you really think about? What's one decision that you made that you really think about but has had a significant impact on the course of your life? Joseph from last night. I think I answered that question yesterday. All right. If this guy asks what's the quote of the day, I'm just gonna block him because he keeps asking the same question over and over and over again. Thank you guys. We are up to 515 subscribers. Big up you guys yourself. Yeah, not voting for that. Good evening, grace and peace, Terrence B. Big up yourself. Right. So guys, let's just get back into it, right? Because I don't see many questions kind of like geared toward what it is that we're speaking about. So let's keep this moving forward. So you pray, right? You pray to God or whoever it is that you choose to worship, or that's your prerogative, right? But either way, what you're praying to or what you're speaking to and the things that you're speaking to into existence, they happen to be manifesting, right? So you happen to have manifested someone, but the person that you manifested does not look at the world the same way you look at it. They don't share the same belief in regards to religion. Like, listen, when it comes to certain core values, you can't really deviate from that. It'll be very difficult for you to build a foundation if the core values are not established between you and your partner. However, when it comes to the way that you guys pray and your religion, is that also non-negotiable? If somebody were to come along and this would be the true love, this would be the love of your life, sweeps you off your feet, everything that you could possibly ask for, everything that you have been asking for, right? And this person has all the traits, all the characteristics. Do you now say no because you know what? We don't share the same religious beliefs. So I don't know how I feel about you. Or I'd rather not get involved with you because of that. Terrence B. Did I say good? Well, I say what's up to you, Terrence B. Big up yourself, man. Thank you so much for joining us. Man, okay. All right, cool. We're not going to read that one. I'm not going to be long. Have an early morning shift. Big up yourself, man. Thank you so much for joining us, regardless. You know what I mean? I appreciate you showing up and, popping out with us, man. I appreciate that. Wow. Slumdog Millionaire says, I'll sub if you play Harry Mack. I'm not going to play anything that has copyright. I'm not going to play anything that I don't have the rights to play, to be honest with you. He said, your nose is fine, man. Forget about these idiots ugly on the inside. It's all, listen, it is what it is. It doesn't really matter to me much. You know what I mean? It doesn't move me, right? It's not going to make me feel any less about myself. People are going to have big ones and people are going to have small ones. It's okay. Pay attention to the message, not the messenger. People are always missing the point. Yeah, I think so. Can someone help me? I just saw a horrifying video and at 3:44 a.m. and I still can't get to sleep. Okay, Jake, I hope you can sleep at some point. Someone says that's $1 million nose. Man, all right. By the way, your nose is beauty. All right, guys, enough of the nose stuff. I appreciate all of it, though. Thank you so much. But yeah, so as far as you not being able to sleep right now, I don't know, man. I'd say play some 432 megahertz frequency music, 432 megahertz. That should help, right? So if you sit there and you listen to some music at 432 megahertz, that sort of has some sort of sedative effect. It relaxes you a bit. That should help. If that doesn't help, then try meditating. Maybe there's something internally that's bothering you. that's in your unconscious that maybe you kind of blocked that message or whatever it's trying to communicate to you. So it's one of those things. But yeah, try 432 megahertz music and, you know, yeah, try to free your mind, my guy. Slum Dog Millionaire says, Jake, watch Harry Mack oatmeal bars 30. Thank me later. So much weirdo energy out here, bro. Keep pushing forward. Yeah, man, it's not gonna stop me, man. Come on, bro. You think I'm gonna let like people like just because people are insecure with themselves and unhappy with themselves, I'm gonna make that stop me? Come on, man. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Like the hate only really motivates me, guys. You gotta understand that's me. I'm not gonna stop because someone else feels a certain type of way about me, right? Because I know I'm not hurting anyone. I know the message, but I know I'm an instrument of universal, of the universe, right? I know I'm an instrument of the universe, and I have something that I need to deliver to people out there. So because of that, why should I allow what someone else thinks about me to affect how I feel about myself? You know what I mean? I'd be very weak-minded to do that. You know what I mean? if anything, if it affects me, it affects me in a positive way, right? And it also shows me that you have some insecurities that you need to deal with, and you want me to feel like how you feel. So whether it's out of spite or out of frequency, right? I just feel the need at that point to become even more confident, right? To become even better than I was prior to that sort of hateful. Is it hateful or whatever it is? Whatever it is that you were trying to achieve. Hey, says Nevaeh Rhodes. Thank you so much for joining us, Nevaeh Rhodes. But guys, hey guys, what's up, 76? Name a car, says 76. I haven't seen any of those edits, by the way, 76. I'm not going to smoke anything, but the car that we're going to talk about today is going to be a Ford F-150. Why not? Right? That car has a big nose, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm not very religious, right? But if I were religious, I don't think I would be bounded just by my religion, just picking someone based on the fact that we share the same religious beliefs. But again, as far as the fundamental core values, right? Certain things that are non-negotiable, right? I feel like those are the kind of things that you have to kind of speak about, right? But as far as, you know, who we pray to, I don't think it's either of our jobs to really try to force our religion on one another. And if it's that big of a deal to you, if your religion is the most important thing to you, and you're willing to be unhappy, right? Not to say that you're going to be happy or unhappy in a relationship where your partner shares the same religious beliefs as you are. But if you're willing to risk being unhappy with someone because that person shares the same religious beliefs, then by all means, you know, the choice is ultimately up to you. You know what I mean? Not the full video, says I didn't hear a no. Capital Zenith 47 says your father is Yahweh. Big up yourself. How are you doing today, says Nevaeh Rhodes. I'm doing wonderful today. I'm doing wonderful. There's not much that I could really complain about today. Today's been a fantastic day. I got to relax today. I got to watch the Liverpool game. I was going to go on a boat ride, but I figured, what's the point? And I sat here and I went to sleep at one point. Woke up not too long ago, feeling blessed. It was a blessed day all around. All around a blessed day. All around a very, very blessed day. But guys, yeah, I don't see too many people answering the question about the religion. So, I don't know. I got time. We got time. But let me see. In the meantime, let me go ahead and check to see what the results of it is. So, have you subscribed yet is the poll. So, 54% of you said that I'm going to do so right now. And 46% says yes, they have subscribed. Please repeat the question. Okay, so the question is, right? Hold on, give me 1 second. Does my partner and I need to share the same religious beliefs? Does my partner and I need to share the same religious beliefs? Do we need to go to the same church? Do we need to pray to the same sort of God, right? Even though some would argue that it's all just one God. So M. Adrive says, no, not at all. Okay. All right. So we got one person that doesn't believe that people should all, okay. We have another person that believes the same thing as well, that you don't have to share the same religious beliefs as your partner. I'm a YouTuber with 155K subscribers. What would it take to get you to dye your beard pink? $100? No, I'm not gonna be dyeing my beard pink. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be dyeing my beard any color. As you can see right now, I have gray under my beard, and I haven't even dyed it. You know what I mean? So I don't see why I would dye my beard pink. No, $500 won't do it. Purple? No, won't dye it any color. No, I'm good. But thank you so much for the offer. I appreciate it. Yeah. I'm not gonna do stuff like that unless I feel the need to do something like that, right? So if I one day get up and decide that I'm gonna dye my beard a color, then I'll do it. But I'm not gonna let because people dangle something in front of me that I'm gonna jump because of that. Angel says, "Do you believe in God?" Hold on, Angel. Give me 1 second. Jaden Lundell says, "Hey, how are you, Jaden Lundell? Do you believe in God?" Excuse me. Absolutely, absolutely. I believe in God. Yes, but I believe that God exists within all of us. I believe that energy can't be created nor destroyed. I think God is everywhere at all times. I think God is energy, and I think God can't be created nor destroyed. Did I say that already? I might have said that already. God is omnipotent. God is omnipresent. God is all powerful. Yeah, so God has a lot in common with energy, and it can't be created nor destroyed. Did I mention that a few times already? Why you got Snow Bunny love written all over your face? I probably just have love written all over my face. It's probably just love, you know what I mean? Ain't no specifics toward this or that, you know what I mean? I don't know where that came from, but big up yourself regardless for that. Jaden Lundell says not good. Why are you not good? Why are you not good? What's the matter? What's the issue? Jaden, if you don't mind sharing. How much of what you think is your own thoughts and not something you've heard? How much of what I think is my own thoughts? Well, not what I heard. Well, you see, because I meditate, right? I meditate. I go inward. I have a close relationship with God, right? I have close relationship with the observer. I'm not programmed by what other people say. I'm programmed by what I believe, right? So, and I'll give you an example. And I've shared this example several times right throughout the streams. And if you've been watching, you guys know that I've said this before, right? When I was 7 years old, I sat there in church, right? And I've always been this way. I sat there in church and the pastor was preaching and he was talking about God. And I remember I said, Pastor, it was a Bible study. And I said, Pastor, where does God come from? And the pastor was unable to answer that question. Now, when I grew older and we started to learn that energy can't be created nor destroyed, it all started to make sense at that point, right? If it can't be created and it can't be destroyed, then that pretty much answers everything, right? So was that something that I heard? Yes, that was something that I heard. But it wasn't just something that I heard. It spoke to something beyond just the physical. It spoke to something within me. that I myself believe to be true, right? That it can't be created, nor can it be destroyed. So that pretty much just summed up everything. And ever since then, it just opened Pandora's box, right? And I was never really, I never really had a true drive toward religion. And then I saw how divisive it was. So I hope that answers your question, but it's not based on the things that I heard, right? Do I hear things that resonate with me? Absolutely. But it's based mostly on what I feel. And not just what I feel, but what God tells me, right? When I go inward. And it's always this voice, right? That's inside of your head. It's always a voice inside your head. And it's a calm voice. It's not emotional, right? It's very nonchalant. But you hear it. You really hear it. It's like when I wrote something on a piece of paper, right? And I asked you guys to read it. And you guys were reading the message that was on the paper without opening your mouth, right? If I said, read what this says, right? Without opening your mouth, you're able to hear a voice in your head read it. Are you not? And that voice, I'm not going to go as far as saying that voice is God at all. Right? I'm not going to go that far. But that's just to prove my point. But thank you so much for that question. That was a brilliant question. I'm 22, says Jaden Lundell. And you need a boyfriend? Well, I'm not sure if that's something that you really need right now. Just kind of enjoy being 22. Kind of enjoy living the single life. Kind of get to know yourself. Having a boyfriend or being in a relationship should be a bonus, right? It's not something that you need. Hang on, because I bought this oil. I do not want this oil to leak out. Give me 1 second. Oh, okay. All right. It wasn't the right bottle anyway. It was not the right bottle anyway. But yeah, enjoy being single. Enjoy being single. Get to know yourself. Get to love yourself. Get to find out what your likes and your dislikes are, what your standards are, what's non-negotiable for you. Yeah, if true love comes along, it comes along, but don't chase it. You don't need a boy, because if you approach it like you need a significant other, then you're likely to just choose somebody just because they're a significant other, not because that's the right person for you. You understand what I'm saying? Hope that makes sense. Knowing that God is everywhere, also lives in us, God is with us, is the cause of remembrance, intelligence, forgetfulness. Just think deep for a second. It's a state of being in God consciousness. Absolutely, K. Sierra. You're absolutely right about that. You're absolutely right about that. I do actually, I feel how you feel about that. What ra? I don't know what it is that you're saying. God is good, says Owen Rooney. Indeed. Your God died, says Allah. I'm not entirely sure what it is that he's talking about. Islam, brother, is true religion. See, here we go with that sort of stuff. Listen to me, brother. Big up yourself and big up your religion, right? You're talking about so you're assuming that I'm Christian. That's what you're doing. You came in here and you assumed that I was Christian because you're asking, did your God died? When we just not 10 minutes ago, not 5 minutes ago, said that God was everywhere. God was in everyone, right? God is not an independent entity. God is what connects everything together. Nothing would be able to live without God. It can't be created nor destroyed, right? It's all connected to God. So it's cool if you want to be religious. I don't have a problem with that. But this isn't the place for you to come and try to just, spew out what you believe and think that, all right, cool, well, nothing else really matters, right? Because you see how divisive that is. Islam, brother, is the true religion. Cool, that's what you believe. That's okay. It's okay to believe that, but someone else believes something else as well, and that's okay too, right? So this is nothing against Islam, this is nothing against any religion, but I think people need to be a little bit more considerate in that regard. Islam is the truth, he says. Is this a religious stream? All right, so now he's starting to spam. Now everything is Islam is the truth, Allah is the truth, and then he gets, man, I hate having to do this. See you later, man. Because then the repetitive messages come, and then all of that sort of stuff, which is just, I hate having to do this, but yeah, we don't need that here. Mike A says Randy Orton. Big up to Randy Orton. Randy Orton isn't in the stream though, but big up to Randy Orton, wherever he is. Oh, I know what you're referring to. I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand. Yeah, well, he might be hearing different kinds of voices. You know. How's your day going, says Vicky Swaney. My day's going brilliantly. Brilliantly well, Vicky. Thank you so much for asking. How is your day going? How is your day going? Life is but a stream, guys. Life is but a dream. Yeah, it's okay to be religious. It's okay to, have your religious beliefs, but, don't just go, you know what I mean? Like the guy just started writing, about his religion. Every sentence was the same thing repetitively, right? Like, this isn't the place for religious chants, man. But big up yourself and big up to everybody that is dedicated to that religion. Most definitely. But this ain't the place for that. But either way, big up yourself. And big up to everyone who has a religion and who believes something different. Right? But yeah. Elijah Smith says, I've been in every mistake it is. I've been in every mistake. Nowadays, I don't even want to be a man anymore, he says. Whoa, says Elijah Smith. I'm not entirely sure what that means, bro. I'm not entirely sure what that means. But if it does help, you are a spiritual being beyond all of that. I think you should learn to love the way you've been created. I think it would help if you loved yourself just the way that you are. I think it would help if you learned to love yourself beyond just the physical as well. Like every part of your being, and just be grateful for the fact that you're made so unique. You know, Elijah Smith, if that's something that you really truly feel, yeah, yeah, that's what I would say to that. But big up yourself either way. I can't. I just need a boyfriend to help me with stuff, says Jaden Lundell. Okay, Jaden. Tanaz says that's true. What part? Thank you so much, Tanaz777. I appreciate that. It's a losing battle. Always alone, says Elijah Smith. Are you always alone, Elijah Smith? Are you? We're having this life experience with so many different individuals, right across the world. There's so many different people right across the world that we're having this experience with. And sometimes we do tend to feel a little isolated, right? Sometimes we do tend to feel a little lonely and alone, right? But you can always go inward. And sometimes isolation is good. Even though we are social beings, It's okay to be in isolation every now and then. It's okay to reflect, right? We don't always need to be in the mix. But while you're living life, yes, be kind to people, love people, go socialize with people. Subscribe to the channel as well. You know what I mean? That's another form of socializing and connecting, right? But yeah, while you're living this life, while you're having this experience, it's okay sometimes to be away from other people. Being alone doesn't mean that you're lonely. You don't have to be lonely because you're alone. Once you start learning how to love yourself and learning how to accept yourself, sometimes you'll just start enjoying your own company. You got to get to that point in life where you just enjoy your own company. You enjoy being alone. You enjoy sitting by yourself. You enjoy traveling by yourself. It's okay. You're having these new experiences and you're experiencing this. The observer is experiencing these new things. The beauty of life, the vast beauty of life. Go by the hillside every now and then, right? Every chance I get, I'm going upstate. I go upstate to go see the countryside. Just to see the countryside. Just to see some of the rocks on the hills. Just to see the trees. You know how blessed you are just to see those things? You know how fortunate you are just to behold those things? Come on, man. It's not a losing battle. You just need to shift your perspective a little bit. And if you're going through anything, trust me when I tell you, you ain't the only one that's going through difficulties in life. There's plenty of people that are going through difficulties in life. But you know what? They keep moving forward. And you know what? A lot of those people are finding peace within themselves. A lot of people are finding peace with God. A lot of people are learning how to live with themselves. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing, Elijah Smith. It's a beautiful thing to learn to live with yourself and to learn to love yourself. Big up yourself, Elijah Smith. I hope that perspective changed at some point. And yeah, tap in with us if you ever feeling like that again. You know what I mean? Big up yourself. M. Andreeve says, please don't feed the trolls. What are we, Billy Goat Gruff? Nah, man. It is what it is. People are going to say whatever they want to say at times. Someone says, I'm intersex. I don't even know what that means, to be honest with you. And then they ask, am I going to heaven or hell? That's a question that behooves me. Is that even a word? It's beyond me, right? I don't know how to answer that question for you, my guy. Yeah, this isn't I'm not a religious person like that, Hey, my brother, says Hillbilly G. Big up to Hillbilly G. Great to have you here tonight, my guy. Fantastic, phenomenal having you here tonight. I appreciate you tapping in with us. How was your day, by the way, Brody? Elijah Smith says, maybe it's I'm in loss of privacy and it gets harder every day. Please reword that a little bit, because I don't. Let me read that again. Maybe it's because I'm in lose of privacy and it gets harder every day. I'm not quite understanding what it is that you're asking there. So can you please, revisit that so that I could sort of give you my perspective or my take. And again, you don't have to take my perspective on any of this, right, guys? But this is just me kind of giving you just a different angle how you could kind of view things, right? Yeah. Luis Alberto says, greetings from Mexico. Big up to all of the Mexicans out there. Big up to Mexico. Big up to Guadalajara and Mexico City and everywhere in Mexico. Big up yourself. Thank you so much, Luis Alberto, for joining our channel and our chat tonight. Make sure you guys are subscribing. You guys definitely are subscribing. I think we could get to at least bare minimum 525 tonight, but ideally 530, 530 subscribers by the end of the night. I believe that we can do so. Definitely believe that we could do so. This is a refreshing live stream, says Sarah. Thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's not even us trying to be different. We're just trying to be ourselves. You know what I mean? That's all it is to it. Are we even trying to be ourselves? Nah, we're not even trying to be ourselves. We're just being ourselves. And these are the type of live streams that we have on a daily basis, right? We ask a question, the question's either answered or it's not answered, and it gets right back to spirituality. We get right back to speaking about spirituality and how that's really the most important thing, even beyond religion, spirituality, the vibration, the frequency that you're on. And I use the term spirituality, but I don't want to sort of marginalize it, right? I do get quite mystic sometimes, but yeah. Hillbilly Giordano says, Elijah, I felt the same way a few months ago. I was alone and didn't have anyone to talk to. I learned to love myself and pick up a couple hobbies. There you go. There you go. Learn to love yourself, right? Learn to love yourself. And when I'm talking about learning to love yourself, I'm not talking about how you look or your physical appearance or anything like that. Beyond that, right? Transcend just the physical. Learn to love who you are at your essence, at your very core. Learn to love that person. That's where where love comes from, right? And then work your way out and learn to love yourself. It comes from within, right? Have it grow from within. That love grows, right? And then it grows and it grows. And now before you know it, you're starting to love not only yourself, but you're loving everything that you see. You're loving the things that are around you. You just become love, right? And starting from within. It's not something that's external or outside of yourself, right? You're going around looking out here to try to find love when you just need to become love, right? Become love. Plant the seeds that you want to reap. Brilliantly said, Hillbilly G. Thank you so much for sharing that as well. I think that's definitely something that he needed to hear. Large Shrek, I'm not going to read that. Tanaz says liked. Thank you so much, Tanaz. I appreciate that. Hopefully you subscribed as well. We're up to 519 subscribers. Brilliant, brilliant. I know we can get to 525 and hopefully 530 by the end of this stream. I've been there before, Sarah. It's relatable. Okay. I try and meet up with my best friend, but she claims she's busy every time I ask. So it's disappointing. I think I need new friends. Laugh out loud. So it all depends on what it is that you're saying. If she's always busy, then that's something that at least she's picking up the phone, right? So there's something there maybe, right? Or she's texting you back, right? So there's some sort of connection there. As far as needing new friends, maybe. Or maybe learning how to enjoy your company as well, Sarah. You seem like a beautiful person. You seem like a very, very lovely person, right? So once you now start to learn how to enjoy your own company at times, whenever you and your best friends and those people do link up, they'll start to notice something new about you. They'll start to notice a certain energy about you that they can't get enough of, right? Now they want to be around you more than you have time to be around them, right? I think everyone should really start to find that aspect of themselves where they learn how to love themselves and love and enjoy their own company. And then when they do get around people, it's just one big, party, so to speak. Big up yourself, Sarah, and thank you so much for sharing. Sarah says, it's not even like we fell out or I've been rude or anything like that. She just in a different social circle now. Well, sometimes people do move on, and that's okay as well. You know what I mean? That's okay as well. But yeah, Sarah, enjoy this moment that you're in as well. And if it was meant to happen, if they were meant to really be your friend, right? Maybe eventually you guys could reconcile. But if not, that's okay too, because you still have you, Sarah. You still have you, and you still love you, right? So there you go. If they can't see the beauty in you, then it is what it is, you know. As long as you see the beauty in yourself, I think that's the thing that matters the most, you know. I was I was for a long time, but recently I've been falling apart. I see all the happy couples and I haven't been on a successful date from years. Says Luther Marshall. Luther, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been on successful dates, but once you start to get to really know the person, you start to realize, yeah, the dating pool isn't all that great. You know what I mean? That's why I like vibe more than anything else, right? I'd rather we go out and do something together that's fun, right? And get to know each other, right? Whatever it is, right? Go on a boat ride or something. You know, take a trip somewhere with that person. It doesn't have to be like go to a restaurant where it's like a job application and people are telling you their best qualities that they think is their best qualities because it sounds good, but it really sounds like a job application, right? And people are telling you things that just appeal to your ego. I think I get to know the person. Like, obviously, you don't want to go and travel with somebody who may or may not turn out to be a complete maniac. But you know, you guys want to do things, right? If there's a connection and you really like the person or whatever it is, guys, do something together, do things together. You know what I mean? Hang out with one another, see if you guys like each other's lifestyle. And just be honest and with one another to see if that's something that's really gonna work for both of you. But yeah, as far as successful dates, you're not the only one that's going through that, Luther. You're definitely not the only one that's going through that. I think most people at this point in time are not really having too much success when it comes to the dating pool, right? Because again, and I've said this before on one of the live streams, right? People are not dating for the right reasons these days. People are just dating most of the time for what they can get out of it, whether it be sex or it be money or it be some sort of clout status. It's just about what I could gain, right? Not what I can give, not what we can give to one another, not what we can contribute to one another, not only building on this, but just pretending to be this person in the beginning and then completely becoming something completely different. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the thing. Sarah says, and she just kind of abandons me now. Well, Sarah, it's okay. You should probably take a break from that friendship then, and not think about it too much, because they it seems as if they're not thinking about whether or not your feelings are hurt or if you're hurt or not. Yeah, I don't think they're really thinking much about you. If this is what you say it is, as far as you needing new friends, maybe for now, learn to enjoy your own company for a little bit, right? And attract new friends, right? Attract your tribe. You know what I mean? Maybe try that method, but it's completely up to you what you choose to do. Luther says, yes, life is short and creation is beautiful. Even so, I'm lonely. Lonely won't leave me alone. Why? Tell me why. Just because you're alone doesn't mean you have to be lonely, Luther. It doesn't mean you have to be lonely. There's plenty of things that you could do. How about you put yourself together well, you get dressed, you get some nice cologne. Doesn't have to be expensive. You can get some oil, right? And you go out and you enjoy yourself. You live your life as if you've taken someone out, right? So you put on your nice clothes as if you're on a date with someone, or you're courting someone, or you know what I mean? You guys are out vibing. You put yourself together well, and then you just go out and you go have a good time. It doesn't have to be to the club. It doesn't have to be to a bar. It could be to a restaurant. It could be various other things that you decide to do. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, just live your life right now as if you have the relationship that you really want. And it really starts with the relationship that you have with yourself. And I get it. I understand. Trust me when I tell you, I understand that sometimes you can feel a little lonely. But sometimes you're in isolation for a reason. And sometimes you have to appreciate the times that you do get to spend with yourself, because I don't know if you remember the last relationship that you were in. Maybe this could be true or maybe it's not true, right? But maybe the last relationship that you were in was just very toxic. Maybe you were in a very toxic situation and you couldn't wait till you got away from this person. But that doesn't mean you have to replace that person with another person. Maybe you now need to just go inward and just get to know yourself a little bit more. You know what I mean? That's what I would say to that. But big up yourself, Luther, and thank you so much for sharing as well. Yeah, I do have for past couples, says Hillbilly Giordano. Absolutely. My day has been good. It was relaxing day. Felt nice to just relax after night and getting home at 2 a.m. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Guys, we're getting closer and closer to 525 subscribers. We're only 3 subscribers away from 525 subscribers. So if you haven't done so already, please make sure you are subscribing to the channel. Hopefully we do exceed that 525 and we get to 530 subscribers tonight. I know that's something that it's doable. It's perfectly doable. But whether or not we do it, that's completely up to you guys. So, yeah. Now let's move on. Tanaz777 says, that means I was born with both. Oh, okay. Okay, Tanaz. I hear what it is that you're saying. K. Sierra says, so if one is in the state of being in God consciousness and our constitutional position is to serve God because we are spirit souls and not this body, there is no birth or death. Spiritual souls doesn't die. Yeah, I mean, the spirit doesn't die. Yeah, it doesn't, right? It doesn't. And energy can't be created nor destroyed, right? So even if the physical shell decays and, passes away and, sort of goes back into the atmosphere and, the energy is recycled from the physical body, at the end of the day, yeah, take care of your physical body. Don't get it twisted, right? But at the end of the day, it's a shell, right? It's just you having this experience at this time. You know what I mean? You're just having this human experience. So yeah, K. Sierra is absolutely right. And thank you so much for sharing that, K. Sierra. Jenny1979 says, Hi, Jenny1979. How are you tonight? Hope you're having phenomenal night, Jenny 1979. And I appreciate you for joining the stream. You beautiful soul. Welcome to our community. Sarah says, well, thank you. I appreciate that. And it's true. I subscribe. Thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate you for subscribing. Yeah. And, things definitely will work out. Just be at peace with yourself. That's it. Be at peace with yourself. Continue to love yourself. Continue to take care of yourself. If someone around you doesn't see the value that you bring, then that's their loss. That's not your loss. You still get to be around an awesome person, an awesome spiritual being, which is you. So don't lose sight of that, right? Don't lose sight of that. Lewis Riley says, well, what are you doing and saying to your friend, Sarah, says Lewis Riley. Okay, and she says, at Lewis Riley, we've been best friends since childhood. I think we've possibly grown apart now. Those things do tend to happen. Yeah, those things do tend to happen. Lewis Riley says, well, Sarah, do you know for sure she's busy, or did you say something behind her back that she might have found out? Sometimes it is certain things that we do as well. So that is a brilliant question. But maybe or maybe not. People do tend to grow apart as well. So, there is that as well. I have a good relationship, CS. We both been there for each other, for everything, says Mason, of Australia, I believe that is the Australian flag. Big up to the Aussies. If that is the Australian flag, it really does look like the Australian flag, which is like the sort of the British flag. It really looks like the British flag, and it's like over in the corner. But big up to yourself, Mason. Thank you so much for joining us, and I appreciate you sharing. If not, stop calling her. She's not the one for you, says Lewis Riley. I would co-sign that. Michelle Tomaz says, "What's your channel about?" Well, Michelle, it's really a spiritual channel, right? We're all spiritual beings having a human experience, and the name of this podcast, this live stream, is called "Live is But a Stream," and we help people through their real life situations, right? So if people are having relationship issues or whatever kind of issues they have in their life and they want to talk about it, yeah, we help people get through it, right? So, we're no mental health experts or anything like that, but because I have so much experience in my life, I feel like why not share my experience with other people who are going through things as well? Why not connect with other people who are going through things as well? And, everyone sometimes needs to kind of express themselves, and why not? Why not just be here for people? You know what I mean? Big up yourself, Michelle. Thank you so much for asking. Which country is your African to? Ghana or Nigeria or I'm not entirely sure, but I think definitely West African. Definitely West African. Of course, the majority of our ancestors are from the West Africa, in the from people from the Caribbean and the Americas. But it's not just Africa, right? Like we're not just West Africans, right? Like a lot of us are mixed with like indigenous and also various different Europeans and all that sort of stuff. So but yeah, the majority of our bloodline would probably stem back to somewhere in West Africa. It could be Nigeria, it could be Ghana. Who knows really? You know what I mean? The only one that I know we're Jamaican, right? I know there's some Cuban in there, and there could quite possibly be some European in there as well. But West Africa is what I would say. Not sure where, right? Mason says her boyfriend has been there for me since my dad and mom abandoned me, says Mason. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm going to share your channel to my friend. They could use your kind assistance. Thank you so much, Hillbilly G. I appreciate that. Anytime you're ready, man, share that channel to your friends, man. Share it to your friends. Absolutely. Guys, make sure you are subscribing. We are only 2 subscribers away from our goal of 525 subscribers. See, this channel just grows so fast that sometimes, I might say the wrong number. But yeah, we are in the fives now. We're in the 500 mark, past the 500 mark last night. And now we're heading towards the 530 and 550 and 600 mark. Continue to share the content, get people to subscribe. I sincerely appreciate that. This is definitely something that a lot of people could learn and grow from. So I do appreciate everyone who is sharing this and everyone who is liking the video as well. Definitely helps the algorithm, guys. Sarah, don't talk to her because it's like she's your best friend, but you're not her best friend. Sarah, don't trip off her. Just don't call her for a month. Then throw away her number. Delete her number. Sometimes that could be easier said than done, but that could be sound advice as well, right? If people don't understand the value that you bring or who you are and all of that sort of stuff, it's okay. You still get to be with you, so it's all good. Let them be who they are. Say that I'm the spirit, soul, and not just this body. Okay, let me just plug this out because that's gonna cause some issues. Guys, tell me if you guys could still hear me because I'm gonna plug something into this. Is it this side? No, it's not this side. It's right here. Here it is. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Yeah. Bestie Lila says, I subbed right now. Thank you so much. You did sub because we are only 1 subscriber away from 525. And hopefully we get to 530 before the end of the stream. I sincerely believe we can get to 530 subscribers before the end of this. Lewis Riley, thank you. I appreciate your advice. And that is what I will do. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Like you said, she's my closest friend, but I'm not her closest friend. and I'm just hanging on to good memories, really. Yeah. Sometimes we tend to do that. Sometimes we do tend to hang on to memories of people that we think that we know, but that wasn't really who. It's like we you think you know a person, right? You think you know what you know, but you don't know what you don't know. Yeah, so it's growth, right? It's a part of your journey. It's okay. It's fine. You still have those memories, right? But don't get too sentimental with those memories. It's okay to move on and move forward and love people from afar. Like, you don't have to hate her or anything like that, but you just know, if this is the way that she chooses to treat you, that you're more valuable than that. You know what I mean? And you have more self-respect than that. And yeah, you could just love her from afar. It's all good. No hate, no none of that sort of stuff. You could still say hi and bye, but just, you know, it's okay to move on with your life as well. And I wish you all the best of luck in regards to that. Pittsburgh is in the house. Pittsburgh is here, says 412 Vibe. Big up yourself, 412 Vibe. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate that. Infinite blessings to you, my brother. Thank you so much. I need to look inwards and be my own best friend. Absolutely, Sarah. There you go. There you go. Omid Abdul Kadir says, hey, brother, what's up? I identify as a cat. My pronouns are meow, meow. I don't use the regular bathroom anymore. Is that a sin? Yeah. The only sin is being funny. That is a funny what is that, a troll? I don't even know if that's a troll or not, but big up yourself either way, Mr. Cat. Meow meow. Hellbilly G says, Sarah, don't worry, I don't have many good memories with the few friends that I do have, but since I got here, I've been feeling better. It's all good, guys. I don't have a whole lot of friends myself, and I'm okay with it, right? I'm okay with it, because what people fail to understand is your tribe isn't always going to be the people that are directly around you. Sometimes the people that you connect with the best are people way across the earth, right? Are people, you know, maybe not of your race, maybe not of your religion, right? But the vibe, the vibration, the frequency that you guys are on, you guys do share a connection, right? So we're able to share this connection with one another right across the, what you want to say, the airways, right? Right? But that's the beautiful thing about being able to connect with people that are not directly around you, right? That's the beautiful thing about technology. That's one of the great things about technology, is that it does help people to connect. But yeah, for me, I just don't need a whole bunch of people behind me. I don't need a whole bunch of people around me, right? Because everyone doesn't always have your best interest. And I rather quality over quantity. You get what I'm saying? So everyone that clicks on these videos, everyone that watches these videos, we share the same vibration. We share the same frequency. That's the reason why, hence the reason why we are able to connect on such a deep level, right? And that to me is the most beautiful thing, just being able to connect with people on such a deep level, right? And I sincerely appreciate it. That being said, we are now at 525 subscribers, guys. We have met our goal for tonight. And I know we're going to exceed our goal, and we're going to get to 530 and maybe even beyond that. So thank you guys for that. Sincerely appreciate everything that you guys have been doing for this channel. Sincerely appreciate all the subscribers that we have gained over just the last month, right? Like, we really turned it up over the last month, and I have each and every one of you guys to really thank for that. And I love you guys. I really mean that. And I'm not trying to sound sentimental or anything like that, but yeah, you guys are loved. Just remember that. So big up yourselves. I'm glad you've been feeling better, says Sarah. Just hope you feel better. Absolutely. Sarah, forgive me or never mind on my message I sent you, but let Jesus lead you in dealing with people. Forgive me, Sarah, but for me, I wouldn't call her depending. Thank you. I know you'll be better with time. Lewis Riley, you have nothing to apologize for. I appreciate your insight. And it's nice to have a fresh perspective. Absolutely. Sometimes that's all we need to do, just have a different angle, like just view things from a different angle. And if you do need help viewing things from a different angle, go speak to someone that's objective. And maybe someone who doesn't have any emotional attachment toward the situation that you're going through. Because a lot of times, if those people are honest with you, they can give you some really sound advice. But then sometimes you have to be careful where you're getting advice from. My water's not done yet. Okay, good. You have to be careful where you're getting advice from because a lot of times people are hurt. Right? Whenever you're getting advice and there's a lot of emotional attached to it, a lot of emotion attached to it from that person, maybe that person's been through some certain things and that person's hurt, right? And that person is kind of projecting, or that person is kind of you know, giving that hurt or transferring that hurt to you, right? So, you know, all the time, like you see it all the time, people who've been hurt in relationships and they're telling you don't date. Women are all the same. Guys are all the same. People are all the same. Those people are all the same. I've dealt with one. I've dealt with three. I've dealt with 30. So they're all the same. But the world isn't like that, right? And oftentimes we're looking for the wrong things, right? Or we're looking for the right things, but we're looking for the right things in the wrong packages. And oftentimes we're just distracted by what people look like and what we think people are, what we believe people are, but not who they truly are. You get what I'm saying? For me, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I just love people who radiate positivity, who have a beautiful soul. Not going to say we don't all have negativity within us. We all do, right? There's no sense in really being holier than thou in that regard. But at the same time, you do have those people as well that are just, you know, they want to see other people successful. They want to see other people happy. They want to be happy, right? And they want to be the best versions of themselves. And they want the best for other people as well. There are those people out there that do exist as well. But sometimes we connect with people that are more at home in that negativity than they are in the positive vibration and the positive frequency outside of themselves. Hillbilly says I'm always available. Yes, he is. That's my guy. Big up, Hillbilly. And thank you so much, Hillbilly G, man, for always tapping in with me as well. And tapping in with us, the community, the tribe. I was born in Australia. My parents and I moved to Baltimore, Maryland. Then my parents abandoned me. Then I went to foster care. And now I'm living with my boyfriend and playing basketball in high school. I subbed also. I am a guy, plays high school football. Okay, all right, cool, man. Listen, Mason, big up yourself, man. Who is anybody to tell you who you should love and who you shouldn't love? Right? Yeah, you know, we actually had a conversation about that the other day as well. If that's the life for you, man, that's the life for you. If you feel like you found happiness, then who is anybody to tell you that you haven't found happiness? If this is the person that, you know, saved your life and this is who you loved, you know, by all means, man, go ahead and do your thing. You understand what I'm saying? And good luck to you and your significant other. I mean, that's just that. I had a lot of fun last night at the cross country meet. Didn't get to run, but my team did really well. And all got at least sub 13 minutes. Oh, I forgot about that, Hillbilly. That was you? I didn't remember who that was telling me that they had a cross country meet today. But I'm glad that went well, man. I'm glad that went well. Hugh Janis says Preston Gwen. Not entirely sure what that means, to be completely honest with you. Yep, still here. Not trolling. Meow meow. Meow meow. What's up, meow meow? Can you pin or mod? Says whiniest bracelet. No, I can't pin that. I'm sorry. Hi, my name is Joshua. Big up yourself, Ivadari, aka Joshua. Forgive me, everyone. It's all good, Lewis. It's all Gucci. Chlorine says, congrats. Thank you so much, Chlorine. Guys, we have exceeded our goal today of 525 subscribers. So round of applause to each and every one of you. Round of applause to each and every one of you. Yeah, we set that goal for 525 subscribers. We and we've beaten that goal, right? So now the new goal is 530, and I know we're gonna be able to exceed that and meet that, and all of the above. Earth is flat, says someone. Congratulations on 500 subscribers. Thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate that. Congratulations to all of us on 500 subscribers. TV Girl says hi. Mason says I'm 5'6" point guard. Big up yourself, Mason. Carissa Aldrich says hi. Hi, Carissa. How are you? Damn, Mogsy, Booges. Oh, okay, Muggsy. He's talking about Muggsy. Yeah, Muggsy was kind of short as well. But it is what it is, man. As long as you know how to play ball, then you're good. You're good to go. Something you love and hate. We can be wrong about it. Okay. Not entirely sure what that means. Gel or mousse? Neither. But both. I don't know. It's up to you. Mason, you who know who Muggsy Booges is? Muggsy. Muggsy. He knows who Muggsy is. Everyone knows Muggsy. I don't know how to say his last name, but yeah, everyone knows Muggsy. Also, preseason game tomorrow. Preseason game 2 tomorrow. Lost Wednesday. Got a W 70-43, and I got 20 points, 19 rebounds, 5 assists, and shot 5 3-pointers. Wow. Okay, not bad. Not bad. 19 rebounds at 5'6". Wow, that is remarkable. I gotta say, that is remarkable. So good job. Good job to you, my guy. Bugs. Okay. Muggsy Bogs. Okay. Hope I'm saying it right. What up, Mr. P, says Roy. Who is Mr. P? I'm not sure who Mr. P is, but big up to Mr. P. Slumdog Millionaire. Nice, Mason. Yeah. Great job, Mason. Great job on that, man. That's a remarkable accomplishment. And I'm sure that's something that you're proud of. You're absolutely, you know, you deserve to be proud of that because you work hard at your craft, you know. But yeah, guys, every dog has his AYS days. I think he's trying to say, but I left out the D. And others don't know till they see theys. He says, okay, yeah, I know who he is, but my number one idol, who is from Baltimore, Maryland, is Angel Reese. Angel Reese? Oh, the WNBA player. Is she from Baltimore? Is that where she's from? Yeah, she's nice. She's nice. She's a brilliant, brilliant player. Yeah, she's nice. She is a brilliant player. Didn't she get like, I don't know. I saw this stat the other day. I forgot. It was something ridiculous, like 3 straight games or 5 straight games with like 20 rebounds or something like that. I forgot what the stat line was, but yeah, she is nice. She is a brilliant basketball player, man. She's one of those that could probably not only play in the WNBA, but she could probably she could probably be a good player in the NBA as well. She's one of those that could be a decent NBA player. I think she can. He said, "'Cause she misses a lot in the paint." Mr. Roy Puendo. I'm roasting. Oh, he says I'm roasting. Nah, man, she does her thing. She definitely does her thing. And I think she could hold her own against a lot of NBA players. It's just the physical aspect of things, right? But with finesse, you could probably get away with it. You know what I mean? Because I see a lot of players that are finesse players these days. Trae Young is a finesse player, right? Like, Trae Young does not have much physical attributes, but he is all about finesse. You know what I mean? Not physicality, just finesse, right? You know what I mean? So, yeah, she could just play with what works for her, and I think she would be a decent player. You know what I mean? She's one of the WNBA players that I think could hold their own. You know? Yeah, my coach said I got her Carter and Caitlyn attitude with Curry and Ja Morant skills. Curry and Ja Morant skills, bro. If you got Curry and Ja Morant skills, wow, bro. That's what's up. That's a high compliment. Caitlin Clark has got me watching the WNBA. That's what's up, Caitlin Clark. I think I do know Caitlin Clark. I've seen her around as well too. I definitely have seen her around as well too. She's another brilliant, brilliant WNBA player as well. Moreland Hill says Roy Peinado. Roy Peinado. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Roy. I'm not entirely sure what Moreland Hill is. Can you elaborate, please? Wow, guys, two subscribers away from 530 subscribers. That is remarkable. That is remarkable. But yeah, guys. As far as the NBA goes, man, I think the NBA is a brilliant, brilliant league. I think in terms of sports leagues in America, I think for me and the NBA is just bar none. There's not even a league close to the NBA. Just the way how they operate, the way how they do business. There was some times when the referees, I'm not the biggest fan of the referees, to be honest with you. I think that's the only downside to the NBA, is how the referees kind of handle things. But I think the NBA overall, how the NBA handles things overall, like they really do their thing. You know what I mean? They're the benchmark for what other sports leagues in America should be, for other sports leagues around the world should be. I think how they handle race relations. I think how they handle political matters a lot of times. Not always. Like nobody's perfect, right? But for the most part, yeah, they got a lot of credit in the bank when it comes to those things. And the way how they operate just as a league as well, just the way how they do things and the way how they come together and the way how they treat their past players, the way how they treat their current players. I just think the NBA is it's dope, man. He says, I got 4 personal fouls the whole season. Last season, the whole season, you only got 4 personal. You only got 4 personal fouls. Wow, that's remarkable. Slumdog says NBA, NFL. No. NFL got a lot to learn. I'm gonna be honest with you. They got a lot to learn. They have a lot to learn. I'm just being honest. I'm ready for Sunday CS. My apologies. My apologies. Oh, so you're going to LSU and USC, or we could just say a family road trip, and I have the LSU Tigers winning. Okay. Arthur Morgan says, "Hey man, how you doing, Arthur Morgan? Big up yourself. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Haven't watched the NFL game since John Elway." Bro, I haven't watched the NFL game in a long time myself. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might glimpse the Super Bowl, or I might bet on the Super Bowl or something like that, just for kicks. But I don't really watch the NFL at all. The last time I was ever even just a little bit engaged in the NFL was when like Ricky Williams and Michael Vick was playing. You know what I mean? But after what they did with Colin Kaepernick, I was like, man, I don't know if I could even really support this league like that anymore. You know what I mean? I think they'll have to just do something that I really, really appreciate, and I see that they've learned from the past for me to be like, yeah, all right, cool, I support this league. But, basketball, I like football, rather other football, not that football, but soccer, right? I like those sports. I love those sports, to be completely honest with you. Oh, he said, oh, no, I meant all those fouls in one game. Okay, okay. That makes more sense, because for you to get four fouls in one whole season, yeah, that would mean you're probably the most disciplined player I've ever heard of, to be completely honest with you. Hillbilly G says, good night, brother. I'm going to sleep. Was nice stopping in for the night. It was great to have you, Hillbilly. Thank you so much, my guy. Sincerely appreciate it. Always a pleasure to have you around, man. I sincerely mean that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for the advice that you've given to the other people that are going through certain life situations as well, some real life situations. And thank you for all the value you bring, Brody. Appreciate that. And just like that, guys, look, 529 subscribers, one away from our second goal of 530 subscribers. Yeah, so we've reached 525. And now we're just one subscriber away from 530 subscribers. So if you guys are in here and you haven't done so already, please like the video and please subscribe to the channel as well. It really, really helps the algorithm as we continue to grow. And, this is definitely some stuff that people need to hear. So I'm proud of what it is that we do here. And I'm proud of you guys for subscribing and liking the video. And I'm proud of you guys for asking questions and constantly engaging. And just like that, before I even finish the sentence, we are at 530 subscribers. Guys, thank you so much. And let's not stop. We can get to 535 before the stream's done. Listen, we got what? We got a little bit of time. You know what I mean? We have some more time, right? So we're probably gonna go around. We're probably gonna go until about maybe like 12:30 ish, around there, right? So yeah, we definitely have some time. Wait, 80. Yeah, yeah, somewhere around yeah, somewhere around that. Okay, so guys, please make sure you're still liking and subscribing. Ray says hi. How you doing, Ray? How are you tonight? Appreciate you stopping by, Ray. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much. I have a saying: if you hit 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna hit you back. Euro Style says hello. Why hello, Euro Style? Anytime, brother, says Hillbilly G. Big up yourself, my guy. Mr. Oral Drummond says Roy Peinado. Who is that? Can you please say hi, Ray? Hello, Ray. How are you, Ray? How are you tonight? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a fantastic night. 530 right here. So thank you so much, Unconvinced Justice. I appreciate you for subscribing to our channel. So that is our 530th subscriber, Unconvinced Justice. All right, we got to meet our second goal thanks to you. Sincerely appreciate that. Guys, please make sure you are still subscribing to the channel as well. Support this young man, says Eurostyle. I think Eurostyle is a very smart individual. I have a lot more basketball stories, but only going to share 2 more. And GTS. Go ahead, man. Share those basketball stories. Share those basketball stories. See, I played soccer in high school, but my main attribute was my quickness and my athleticism. But in terms of, like, my hold-up play was pretty decent. But in terms of, like, actual skill, like, I didn't really have time because I just really started playing high school, like, my senior year in high school. Soccer, like, my senior year in high school. So I didn't really develop my skills. Could have played in college, but I didn't really want to go to college. I kind of wanted to do music at the time. So I followed my passion where that was concerned. Yeah, but I had somebody who was like, hey, you want to play college football? College soccer? And I don't know, man. I don't know. I played baseball in Russell, said Unconvinced Justice. Wow, okay. That's what's up. Good old American sports, man. You could tell you're American. Generation to generation of American. Sports and I said sports and baseball. Wrestling and baseball. That's all. Those are some all-American sports right there. Slumdog says wrestling and football was my sports. For me, it was soccer and basketball. But I didn't really dedicate myself to any sport. I kind of, honestly, guys, when it came to quickness, like, I was just fast. It's probably because I'm Jamaican. But I didn't really work on my speed. I didn't work on anything. I didn't really have much of I don't even want to really go back there, but I don't really have much of a childhood. It was always from one place to the next place to the next place to the Jamaica to America, from America to Jamaica, from from all over Florida, all over New York. So I didn't really have time to really settle in and really hone in on a sport or a craft. You know what I mean? But as time goes on, as life goes on, we learn more and we adapt. And yeah, Mason says, "Wait, let me retype it." Go ahead, Mason, retype it, man. I'm looking forward to hearing what is it you got to say. Yeah, but either way, like we don't look back at the past and think to ourselves, "Man, I wish I had done this. I wish." Everything happens for a reason, so it's all good. You know what I mean? It's all good. Laugh out loud. I was gonna say, "Hey, who deleted this comment?" Yeah, nah, he deleted the comment. I won state my junior, sophomore, and senior year. I turned down scholarships, went to welding school. I've been welding pipeline for 17 years now. Wow, unconvinced justice. Everyone's life path is different. Doesn't make you any less of a man because you chose to do that instead of you know, going to school and pursuing sports. It's all good. It's cool. Doesn't make you any less of a man. Slumdog says, "Damn, that's not a damn Slumdog." He says, "What's your salary looking like?" I don't think that's a damn. That's not a damn. Everybody's not gonna be in the NBA or the NFL or the Olympics. You know what I mean? It's okay. That's fine. Doesn't make you any more or less of a man. Unconvinced Justice says 160K a year. Not bad. Not a bad salary at all. Definitely not a bad salary at all. Keep it up, my guy. Number one story is zero point 0.8 seconds left. The 2A seed championship. I shot the game-winning three-pointer, and the other team got mad and shoved me to the floor, and a whole fight broke out. Wow. Yeah, I'm guessing they didn't like that. I'm guessing they didn't like the fact that you shot a three in somebody's face. But that's just a guess. Jax Boy says, "Can you say my name, please?" Big up to Jax Boy 743. Thank you so much for joining our stream. I sincerely appreciate you joining our community. Guys, please make sure that you're liking and subscribing. We have met our goal and exceeded our goal, and we've met our other goal and we've exceeded. Well, we haven't exceeded that other goal, so we can exceed that other goal. So yeah, while we're here, I know we can get to 535 before the end of the stream. So guys, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the stream. Ooh, and just like that, we got 2 more subscribers. Yes. So we will get to 535 subscribers before the stream ends. And I sincerely appreciate each and every one of you for liking and subscribing to the channel. You guys are absolutely brilliant. Love for the love. That is a nice salary. 160. That's a great salary. It's a great salary. I sub and you're the third person that said my name. Nah, big up yourself, man. Thank you so much for doing that. My phone died, says Sarah. I am back. Thank you for coming back, Sarah. Guys, we're going to be around for another about 30 minutes before the stream ends. I kind of just go for 2 hours. I don't really like exceeding 2 hours too much because I know that everyone kind of has other things that they want to do. Before it was like 30 minutes and then an hour and then 2 hours, right? But I think 2 hours is enough time to really get your point across. And I think we did brilliant tonight. I think everyone did absolutely brilliant tonight. I'm proud of each and every one of you, and I know each and every one of you learned something from this stream. And thank you guys for sharing other things that are just off topic as well. Because, yeah, we come in, we start off on a topic, and then we just transcend into a different topic. And I just love it. I love networking with all of you guys. I feel like I could just be myself with you guys. And this is just a community where we just all accept one another. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that. But yeah, welcome back, Sarah, says Slumdog Millionaire. I'm currently plugged in. Me too. I actually had to plug my phone in as well. I have to travel a lot. I have to travel a lot though. I'm a single father. Got my hands full over here. Big ups to the single father over there, man. Are you kidding me? That's a blessing, man. That's a blessing. And I know that could be quite difficult as well to, be a single parent raising a kid or raising children. That's never easy, but just the fact that you're a father, bro, and you have your kid or you have your children, man, that says a lot. And I'm happy for you in that regard, man, because your children are a blessing and you're there to protect them and provide love for them and all of those things. So, you know, um, big ups to you, man. Big ups to you. How do you stream on YouTube, says Jax Boy? Well, Jax Boy, you have to get a certain amount of subscribers. I believe you have to start off at like 50 subscribers. Like once you have 50 subscribers, then once YouTube approves your channel, then you'll be able to stream, live stream on YouTube. But yeah, you have to have at least bare minimum 50 subscribers. I think that's how it goes, if my memory serves me right. Sarah says, haha, thank you both. Big up yourself, Sarah. Thrifty Simplicity is in the house. Thrifty is in the house. Guys, usually we start the stream at around 11:30, 11:45. So Thrifty is probably expecting us to start the stream at around that time. But yeah, we started the stream earlier today because I didn't go to work, right, today. And I had a little bit of extra time. So I was like, why not just start the stream early and just go on. I'm probably not going to stay on until 1 or 2 a.m. tonight, though. I think the latest we're going to go is 1 a.m., but we're probably going to be gone at 12:30, to be honest with you. Maybe 12:45, but yeah, we're not going to go past 1 a.m. today. I got that, but I'm 9. Well, yeah. Not entirely sure. Maybe if you have the correct amount of subscribers, then maybe you should reach out to YouTube and see what they could do about that, or see what the problem is. See if they could rectify it. Well, 30 minutes I can get a few more in. Yeah, go ahead, man. Tell us some more of them stories. I gotta get a better chair than this, guys. I gotta get a better chair than this. Once once I start making money from this channel, that's probably gonna be the first thing that I do is invest in a better chair. This chair is hard. Like sitting on a hard chair for like for like 2 hours is it's not fun. I'm telling you, it's not fun at all. Yeah. Hello, brother, says M Zane. How are you tonight, M Zane? Big up yourself. Big up yourself, M Zane. Guys, we started off like we normally do. We start off on topic and then we stem off into something completely different. And I love it. I love getting to know you guys. I love being able to network with you and provide you guys with, some perspective, right? You could choose whatever you want to do with that perspective. If it makes you better and you want to use it, then by all means. If not, then, the choice is ultimately up to you, right? So I think the goal here is to inspire you to inspire yourself as well. And we could all get together and network and chop it up and talk to one another and, discuss what's going on throughout life, But yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely here. I love this community. And I love each and every single one of you. I'm 9 and I got 50 subs. Oh, well, if you're 9 years old, are you 9 years old? Oh, wait, am I reading that right? Are you 9 years old? Because I would look, and this is nothing against you or anything like that, but if you're 9, like, I think your parent, I would rather your parent be around if you're watching this video, or I would rather your parent approve you watching this video, right? Yeah, because even though we are spiritual and the stuff that we do speak about is spiritual, yeah. Not entirely sure if this is the place for 9-year-olds, to be completely honest with you. Aloha, Slumdog, says Simplicity. Thrifty Simplicity. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm not going to even read that comment. If you guys are under 18, right, even though we're not talking about anything illegal or doing anything weird, I would rather you guys have some sort of parental supervision or something, right? I would rather your parents like kind of approve you guys to be watching this content, right? And being up so late. I know a lot of you do have school in the morning, unless you live in New York or something like that where school hasn't started yet until September. So, it's just some of those things. But our demographic is usually way older than that. So yeah, so there's that as well. So wow, guys, one subscriber away from our third goal actually of 535. I keep saying 400. When we passed 400 yesterday, and we are now 535 almost subscribers. Well, it's gonna be 535 before the stream ends. I know it, right? So it's 534 now. So it's definitely gonna be 535 before the stream ends. And I thank each and every one of you for that. Yo, Unconvinced, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. God bless you and your Ohana. I think he's trying to. Are you trying to say my name? My name is Onaje or Onaja, right? Yeah, it's Onaja. I appreciate that though. If you are trying to say my name, but if you're not, I don't really know what Ohana means. It could be yeah, it could mean something. And just like that, guys, 535 subscribers. Think we could get the 540? I know we could get the 540. Right? But yeah, 535 is brilliant, right? We're not going to push it too much, but because we do have 29 more minutes that we're going to stick around. But yeah, I think we could hit 540, but if not, that's cool too, because we set 3 goals and we exceeded all 3 of them. And that's remarkable in and of itself. Unconvinced Justice said it was the hardest thing I've ever been through, but we figured it out. I appreciate you, brother. Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem, my guy. No problem. No problem. And number 3 was all up in my face. I took my hand and threw them back and got a flagrant 1 foul. Yes, Jax is 9, but is mature for his age, says Slumdog Millionaire. Back in the 30s. Ohana is family in Hawaiian. I figured it was Hawaiian. I figured that was Hawaiian. Thank you so much, Slumdog, and whoever it is that you're wishing, whoever you're sending good vibrations to. Dude, if only you knew everything in my mind, you would have probably think I'm old, says Mason. Yeah. There are people who are mature for their age. However, it's just one of those things, you know what I mean? Like, me personally, I want parents to supervise the stuff that their kids are like taking in, right? Like I want parents to have an influence on what it is that their kids are taking in, just for the simple fact that you don't want external forces kind of guiding your kids to make life decisions, you know what I mean? If this is something that does add value, I sincerely do appreciate that. But I don't know, man. It kind of gets a little tricky. You get what I'm saying? It kind of gets a little tricky. I'd rather people be adults, but I don't have too much of a problem with people not, people watching it that are not adults. You know what I mean? But I would rather your parents be supervising you in some way, shape, or form. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're getting up there with subscribers, says Thrifty Simplicity. We are getting up there with subscribers, says Thrifty Simplicity. We are getting up there with subscribers. And don't think I forgot about you either. You know what I mean? I got you in mind. I really do. I really got you in mind. Mason says, sorry for your loss, Unscripted. I missed that. Did I miss? Where did Unscripted? Who's Unscripted? I missed that one. Guys. Thrifty, I'm going to ask you the question that we were asking early on and the topic that we were discussing. Does someone have to be of the same religious belief as you are in order for a relationship to work? Feel free to answer that question at any time. because we veered away from that a while back. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, we definitely we're definitely away from that right now. Mason says my man is turning 17, 18 in 2 weeks, and he's 15, turning 16 in 5 months. And that's tricky, man. But big up to yourself, man, and big up to you and your significant other. You know what I mean? Big up to you and your significant other. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. That's all I can say. But it's probably gonna get a little tricky though. It's probably gonna get a little tricky. I don't know what to say that. I can't provide you any advice on that. But he's gonna be 18, right? So yeah, it could get a little tricky. You know what I mean? But good luck to you and yours, my guy. Good luck to you and yours. And yeah, it's one of those things. You know what I mean? We just gotta accept the fact that people are different. Um, and thank you so much for sharing what it is that you're going through and what it is that you've gone through. And this is one of those channels, man. We're not gonna, um, discriminate against you because you are in that sort of relationship. Like, I don't even want to say the word, right? Because I don't want to get flagged for whatever reason. But it's cool. It's cool. But at the end of the day, especially the fact that the person that you're with is going to be an adult once they become 18 and you're still a minor, that's probably going to get tricky. So be mindful of that. Be careful. I hope you guys are being careful. And yeah, if this is the person that you love, who is anyone to tell you not to love that person? You know what I mean? Unscripted was your 530th sub. Yes, Unscripted Justice. Oh, okay. Hey. I said my son is 4 and my daughter is 2. My wife passed 3 days after she was born. That's how I became a single father. Wow. Oh, unconvicted you're talking about. Yeah, you're talking about unconvicted, not unscripted. Wow. Wow, that's a lot, man. That's a lot. That is a lot. I know that's a lot to digest, not just for you, but also for those kids. You know what I mean? To not have their mom around. But yeah, I'm sure you're doing the best job that you can. And, as Slumdog said, man, condolences. She's always with you guys, though. Energy can't be created nor destroyed. So she's always with you guys. Even though physically she's not here, she's always here. She's always with you. She still loves her family. And I'm sure you can still feel her presence at times. And I'm sure a lot of times when you do look at your kids, right, they do certain things that remind you of their mom, right? Or they have a certain look in their eye that reminds you of their mom, But yeah, she's always here. She's always here. It's just that the physical body's not here anymore. Right? So big up yourself for being a fantastic father and being there for all of your kids and, love them, right? Because tomorrow is not guaranteed for any of us, but just continue to love them, continue to appreciate them, continue to cherish them, continue to do what it is that you're doing, man. And I just want you to know, man, how much you matter, how much what you're doing matters, especially to them. You know what I mean? You're a superhero, Brody. Unconvicted Justice, I'm so sorry for your loss. Wishing you all the best. Yes, indeed. Spell checker hates me, says Slumdog. Thank you, Ara. Unconvicted, sorry for your loss, says Thrifty Simplicity. Every single day, says Unconvicted Justice. Sorry for your loss, says Mason. Same, Slumdog, it hates me too. Yeah, I was wondering what you guys were talking about. That's why I was saying that. You are a hero. Yeah, he's definitely a hero, for sure. Slumdog says you're a hero in his book. Yeah, he's a hero in his kid's book. And I'm sure he's a hero in his own book as well. If not, he should start knowing that he's a hero as well. And that he has a reason to be alive. You know what I mean? Like, there's a reason why you're still here. You know? And it's remarkable what you've been blessed with and what you're able to do. Ooh, Thrifty Simplicity is answering the question. Let's see what it is that she has to say. Guys, it is 109 minutes we've been going on. So, yeah, we're going to stick around for another about 11, 10, 11 minutes, right? 10, 11 minutes or so. If we could get one more subscriber, that'd be great in that time. If not, that's cool too, because we've exceeded all three of the goals that we set. And I'm satisfied with that. I'm satisfied with that. You know, you could always do more, but I'm satisfied with 535 subscribers, and you know how much we've grown. We've probably gained 20 subscribers this probably 20 or 21 subscribers this stream. Thrifty Simplicity says, "Oh wow, I feel like it's possible to have two different ideologies about religion and spirituality. I think it can only happen with open-minded perspectives and mutual respect." I can agree with that. I can dig that. It does take open-minded individuals. Yeah, but you know, certain core values you don't want to stray away from. I think everyone has certain things that they do expect on a spiritual level, not a religious level. Um, you know, and certain standards that they have and certain boundaries that they have that should be respected by all parties in a relationship. But other than that, man, whatever you believe, that's cool. But when you come back here, like the thing that we have and we share, that is sacred, beyond any religion, because what we have is spiritual. You know what I mean? So I definitely agree with you, Thrifty Simplicity. You are a brilliant mind. Not just a pretty face, guys. Not just a pretty face, right? The pretty face is just a bonus, right? She's also a brilliant, brilliant mind. Slumdog says deep and agreed. Yes, indeed. Robert McKenzie says, "Hey, brother, what's up, Robert McKenzie?" Mason says, "Number 5, I got hit with the wrong way and hit my head hard on the ground, missing 2 weeks of games and got a concussion, and the refs gave me a screening foul." Wow. Yeah, that tends to happen. I remember once in soccer, I kind of football, right? I went for the ball, didn't touch the guy. The kid jumped up in the air, grabbed his legs, and the ref gave me a yellow card. I didn't even touch him. Didn't even touch the kid. But the ref gave me a yellow card, right? But I was just in terms of how I played, I was just so intense. Like it's almost like I was teleporting. I was so quick. Just whoop, 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 whoop. I didn't know anything but to just, you know what I mean, play like that. And there were times when people tackled me and I would be able to catch my fall. Like I would just roll, like, you know what I mean? When they did tackle me, I would just roll and just break the fall, you know? Yeah. But yeah, all of those things were just, you know, just deeply embedded in me. It's, you know. Let's see. If it wasn't all my kids, I'd be doing a life sentence, says unconvicted. Unconvicted, man. Well, I'm glad that you do have your kids, and I know there's a lot of people that really could relate to that. Your kids did save your life in some way, right? But you're also saving their life as well. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I probably would have done some bad things too if my kid wasn't born. I would have done bad things to people who I felt did bad things to me. You understand what I'm saying? But because when you have that kid, you have to be around for the kid. You know, you just evolve beyond that sort of, you know, third dimensional sort of ego or feelings that you have. You know what I mean? You evolve beyond that. You learn how to not just be a slave to your feelings. You understand what I'm saying? And yeah, kids will definitely evolve you or make you adapt and evolve for sure. I could relate to that in some ways. I can, to be completely honest with you. So yeah, you're not the only one who feels that way, man. You're blessed. I thought you were asking about yourself when you said not just a pretty face. Laugh out loud. No, 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 no. I was talking about no, I was talking about Thrifty Simplicity. She's not just a pretty face. She's also a brilliant, brilliant mind. She's a very intelligent young lady, as are you, Sarah. Pele or Maradona, says Robert McKenzie. Both, 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 both. I think Pele kind of revolutionized football. you know. But I think Maradona took it to a different level as well, right? I think Pele, yeah, Pele really revolutionized football, especially for people in like third world countries, and yeah, Pele had a lot to do with modern day football, but Maradona also within his own right elevated football as well. So yeah, both. I think both of them are great. I think Pele, Maradona, Messi, Ronaldo, those guys are undisputed goats of the sport. You know what I mean? Yeah. I need to watch my mouth because I gonna get me in trouble, says Mason. Unconvicted justice. Big respect to you. Big respect. Big respect. I am back, says Arung Borgain. Borgohain. Anurag Borgohain. We're gonna call you Anbo, right? Because it's kind of difficult for me to say your name. He said, "Did I miss something?" Well, you did miss a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. You kind of did miss quite a bit, but it's cool. It's okay. We'll catch you up. It's no big issue. It's like comparing Jordan and Bryant. They great period. Yeah, yeah. It's like comparing Jordan and Bryant, but I love Bryant. Kobe was the first player that I really supported. But when it's all said and done, Jordan is like really the benchmark as well. I do think LeBron probably exceeded that, probably, right? To some people, I gotta say probably. But yeah, I love them both. I love them both. I love them both. To be honest with you, and Thrifty Simplicity. I hope you're having a wonderful night, guys. 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes until we call this stream. Until we call it. Until we call it a night on this stream. Nah, not Jordan and Bryant. It's Jordan and Nike. My stream died. I'm back. Did you see my response to your question? Yes, Thrifty. I definitely saw your response, and I thought it was beautiful. Like I was saying, and I'll say this again because it's true, right? You're not just a pretty face. You're not only a pretty face, but you're also a brilliant, brilliant mind. Brilliant mind. Brilliant, beautiful mind. And I thank you so much for sharing that perspective. That makes a whole lot of sense. It really does. But yeah, we're gonna be around for another 3 minutes, and then we're gonna call it a night. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here tonight. Thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing. Thank you guys so much for contributing to the conversation. Thank you guys so much for being yourselves. We've had people in here that were straight people. We've had gay people in here. We've had people from different religions, and we were all respectful to one another. You understand what I'm saying? Respectful to one another's views. I had a wonderful time speaking to each and every one of you, getting to know each and every one of you, getting to know the ins and outs of your lives, and what it is that you choose to share. And I know, and I on one level I know, but I'm going to say I hope that you guys have learned something from this stream, and that we all leave the stream as better spiritual beings having this human experience. You know, yeah. Mace. Okay, so Anbo says, well, it's morning in India. Big up yourself, Anbo, and good morning to ya. Mason says, well, I'm going to go early, man. Fall asleep on top. Finding it okay. All right. A little bit too much info, but big up yourself. Also, did you see my nicknames? I did not, but big up yourself either way. It's 6:30 p.m. here in Hawaii. Been great hanging out with you guys. TC and aloha. Aloha to the Hawaiians out there. And thank you so much, Slumdog Millionaire. You are the man. I appreciate that. I really appreciate your wisdom and concern. You're a genuine person, and that's hard to come by. Thank you. I need to release some, and that I need to release some of that, and I didn't even know it. Yeah, because on one level, sometimes there's a lot of stuff that's stuffed into your subconscious that a lot of times you're not aware of, and sometimes you're not aware of how it's impacting your vibration and how it's impacting you on a day to day basis, right? But once you do come to terms with that, and you start meditating and you start doing like some people call it shadow work, whatever, right? And you come to terms with that and you start to release that energy, it's like you become free, you know what I mean, from the shackles, right? Bob Marley said it best when he said, "None but ourselves can free our mind." And you did a brilliant job freeing your mind some tonight, you know what I mean? And if it ever bothers you, you can always come back and we could talk about it again, or we could talk about something else, you know what I mean? But yeah, Thrifty Simplicity says, "Great, thanks. You're a brilliant mind too." Thank you so much, Thrifty Simplicity. That means a lot. Aloha and Bo. What are you talking about? JK, man. All right, guys. Thank you so much once again. Guys, please remember to be kind to yourself. Say something positive to yourself before you go to your bed tonight. Speak it into your conscious, into your subconscious, into your spirit, into your soul. And tomorrow when you wake up, do the same thing, right? Regardless of how people feel around you, please keep vibrating at a high frequency. You can do and be whatever it is that you want to do and be in life. Keep it up, guys. You guys are blessed. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night.